What up, y'all? Back here at the His Eye, back here in the ATL. Went and took care of what I had to get taken care of, and y'all will get that next video. Right now, I'm finna drop this video. I did an interview with a driver. He got plenty of years of experience. I want to say close to 10 to 15 years of experience, but he's new here to Landstar. Actually, I'm still taking care of some business. I'm gonna be here in town for a couple of days. And then next video, I get my big reveal. Holla. But if y'all on Facebook and Instagram, y'all done seen my reveal already. Holla. What up, y'all? It's your boy Gangsta G-Way, hollering at you. Got a driver here, Mr. Delmar. Mr. Delmar. He's new to Landstar, so I figured I'd do an interview real quick. Let's flip this camera around. Hold on. All right, Mr. Delmar. Real quick, before I get into the interview about Landstar, let me say this. A lot of people talk noise about lease purchase, this and this. You one of the guys that done told me you made it work for you and you did it in remarkable time. Would you like to say something about that real quick?
Yes, and it's with Boyd Brothers, and as long as you're a runner, and when I mean a runner, yeah, you don't have to speed. Pick your loads, you get out there, and make the money. If you want to be home every week, you need to drive a school bus.
Okay.
I mean, if you go own one of these trucks here, pick your loads, run. Run smart. Not hard, smart.
True.
And you can do it.
How long it took you to pay this off?
10 months.
Y'all hear that? Forget that 5-year lease, this. He paid this thing off in less than a year. Yeah. And now once he paid it off, you decide to come over to the Star.
Yes, sir, because I want to be in control. You know, most of these companies, they stay in control, and we as drivers settle for that. No, my goal is to become a carrier. So I'm not going to end at Landstar.
Right.
I'm going to move on past Landstar to where I am a carrier.
Yeah.
And when I become a carrier, 5, 6 trucks, and I run, then I feel I have accomplished my goal.
And, I'm glad you brought that point up, especially for people thinking about getting into trucking. And I say this a lot. Don't come into trucking willy-nilly. You got to have a plan. When I came here, I had a plan when I came to trucking.
That's it.
You sound like you had a plan, and you still working on your plan.
That's right. My plan don't stop at, I'm making good money. Money's not everything. See, you got to set up a dream, set up a goal. When you accomplish the goal, you will fulfill that dream. That's the part I'm thinking.
Yeah. Now, real quick, you been in Landstar how long now?
About 2 weeks.
Okay. So far, how you liking it?
I love it.
Can't beat the freedom, can you?
Cannot beat the freedom. And that is what I'm striving to. Yes, when you look at it, if you run the actual numbers and you figure out, if we're given to Landstar, even though we have that freedom, if we're given to Landstar 35%, and you gross 268,000, Landstar gets 92,000 off the top.
Yep.
Think about what your expense or your insurance under your own authority is. For me, I got a quote for 24,000 for a year. If I generate 268,000 in gross revenue, 98,000 of that goes to Landstar. That is how many years? That's more than 3 years of my own authority insurance.
Right.
And if you don't put it on insurance, look at your operating expense.
Oh yeah.
Your operating expense on 268,000, probably 120.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you have 98,000 to put to it, less out of pocket.
Yeah. Well, you know, out of that 98,000, you got pros and cons. One, you got backup by Landstar.
Yes.
If you out there on your own authority and you break down, you stuck like Chuck.
Now, see, that is what you have to set up. And
Yeah.
you always got to, if you ask most drivers, what's the biggest expense to own a route? They're going to tell you fuel. Totally incorrect. Because your fuel is calculated in the line haul. Maintenance is your biggest expense. That is what bankrupt
Yeah.
a lot of owner
trucks.
routes.
Yeah. And you know, I done poured a lot of money into Becky, and people was like, yo, you still paying on that truck? You and you gotta get it fixed, XYZ. I'm not pouring money into that truck. I'm pouring money into my business to keep my business operational.
Whoever came up with the saying, it takes money to make money.
Oh yeah.
It's not just a saying. Think about it. I'm not gonna go cut down trees and spend $30 and get me a handsaw. I'm gonna spend $600-700 and get me a motorized chainsaw.
Okay.
You know, you spend the money to get the proper tools.
Right.
You don't have to be certified or a professional thing. Anybody can do anything if they have the right tools.
This is true.
Whether it's physical work or mental work. Because if you have the proper tools to learn, you're going to be educated.
Okay. Now a lot of people jump in the truck, and I'm glad you said something about that too. You know, educate yourself. It's not just holding the steering wheel, following that GPS. No. You got to know your numbers. You got to learn how to work the numbers.
And one of the first numbers you got to learn is what it costs you to operate this.
Okay.
What it costs you to operate it. The operating expense. When you learn that operating expense, it may take you a month, but that should be your first goal.
Yeah.
And a good word of advice. Don't chase money. Chase success.
Okay, that's a good one.
Here is the thing. If you chase success, regardless of what profession it is, whether you're a thief, you're a successful thief, you're going to get what you went for and get away with it.
No.
If you're a successful truck driver, you're going to haul the freight, you're gonna have what they call bank.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And so the thing is, you chase success.
Yeah.
Don't chase the money.
Okay, yeah.
Because if you chase money, you're going to always be chasing it.
Yeah.
Because every time you see a little more there than here, you're gone there.
Yeah.
You're going to see something that, oh, it looks a little more there than same thing it comes down to. It always looks green on the other side.
Yeah.
Until you get there.
Yeah. And those high dollar loads, not always good loads.
Not always good loads.
You might end up sitting, all right, oh, I see this load for XYZ. You might end up sitting on that load more days than that load meant to sit on.
Not only just sitting on the load.
The terrain,
prime
fuel.
example. I saw a load paying good money. I said, oh, I'm going after it. When I got the load, it took me 6 hours to secure the load. After I got finished securing the load, got it to where it needs to go, I sat on it for 4 days. So when I did all that number and that good load, turned out I could have took a regular $2 a mile load and make the same amount of money.
Well, if not more, because you had more days to run it. Real quick, how long you been driving?
A little over 10 years.
Okay. And out of them 10 years, you know, I take you came to Landstar. So far, so good. Best company to work for. You really didn't have a learning curve with agents because you used to dealing with agents, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you haven't, you already knew to watch out for Hey Buddy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And you already know how to run your numbers. You know how to run your trucks. You know what lane you like to run.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to a person? Because you have people that will come into the trucking industry, work with Swift for a year or whatever company, and then jump right into Landstar.
Okay.
They leave, they're still in the company mindset, but now they're at Landstar. So what advice you got for those type of drivers?
First thing I would say to somebody with that in that frame of mind is stop. Let's start over.
Mm-hmm.
Picture yourself now as owning a convenience store. You are the owner.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else that partake in your revenue works for you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get the big head by that. All these agents work for me.
Mm-hmm.
I will work with them because this is my business.
Right.
We all in business to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't let somebody that's in business to make money use you as the guinea pig.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
There's a lot of times when you got to say no, and that's what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
If you know your operating cost is $1.80 a mile, and they say, oh, well, I only got this much in the load, when you know the load's supposed to pay you for you to meet your operating expense $3,000, you tell them no.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Rule of thumb is $750 a day is what the truck should generate.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will say more. If you don't have a truck payment, it's going to be exceptionally less.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say no, you're going to let that person understand that, look, I want to take this for less than this. So now you need to be paid what you're asking for.
Right, right. Because you will have agents that'll try to press you into a load.
That's right. And here is my principle.
Mm.
I don't value what you know. I value your time. And if the agents value the time you take to be out in the cold, to strap a load down,
Mm-hmm.
the time you are away from your family to run this load so they're gonna make bank, the time you take to watch out for the four-wheelers that's out there that's gonna run in front of you trying to get a quick payoff through insurance fraud, if they take all of that into consideration, what you go through, then they're gonna see the worth, your worth,
Yeah, yeah.
and not lowball you.
Mm-hmm.
Big-
Yeah, because we take a big chunk of the risk out here.
That's right.
Big chunk of the risk. One of my agent friends watch my channel and he say, Nate, you hard on agents. And it's not the fact that I'm hard on agents, it's the fact of an agent, something break down with an agent, like a printer. He run to Walmart, he got another printer. Something break down for us, we got to wait side the road, get a tow truck, this and that, and pay God knows what out here on the highway.
Exactly. And like I said, when you're sitting on the side of the road with a breakdown, they see you coming.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Man, I'd have paid $1,200 for a star.
Now,
Stop.
here is another thing with that. If you break down on the side of the road, the first thing they're gonna tell you, oh, we can't. This may be 1 o'clock in the day. They're gonna tell you, oh, we can't get somebody there till after 5. Now, here is how your money just got into the air.
Yeah.
Because after 5, it's no longer a road call. It's after hours.
Yeah.
So now you have after hours, plus the road call, plus the miles, and God comes behind it.
Okay.
So,
Hey, real quick, we're coming up on the 15-minute mark on YouTube. Attention span really ain't that long. Any finishing remarks you like to leave folks?
Pay attention. Educate yourself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. Appreciate that. One more time. It's your boy Gangster Gangster and Mr. DeMar. And if you think about coming to Landstar, hey, hit us up. Let us know.
Yeah. Willing to share anything I know.
Okay. All right, y'all be safe out there. Yo.